I'm going to bring you through. I would suggest some of you guys still have the perception that, we're a forecourt retailer, we're a garage, a petrol station, whatever you want to call it. I suppose from our perspective is we very much see ourselves as something different, and I'm going to show you what that could look like today. So I'm going to start with the numbers. Don't worry, they're quite short, okay? So if we just start off with, we actually were founded in 1992. I wasn't there in 1992. I may look it, but I'm only there 3.5 years. And within that 3.5 years, I've seen a lot of change within Applegreen. We operate in 3 markets, so Ireland, the UK, and in America. Donald's mentioned about Joe and Bob. Both are powerhouses in the business, so they were founded the business in 1992, and both still very much present within the business. We've over 5,000 employees in Ireland, 529 global locations, and we serve probably more than this now, but around 50 million customers in Ireland every single year. So that's who we are. And I suppose what we do is we have 12 food partners that we work with in Ireland. Some of you guys may be surprised to know that 8 out of the 10 top products within our stores are actually produced in Ireland. In our food service categories, I don't have that number up there, but I should share it with you. So we have a deli offering, and 99% of our offering in deli is produced in Ireland. We have 2 Applegreen own brands. I've just mentioned Bakewell, and we also have Braeburn. So I'm assuming all of you guys that came from Dublin dropped into Rathcoole, which has one of our newest Braeburn cafes. And Rathcoole, I'll get the name drop in now. Rathcoole did win Food Convenience Store of the World last year, which we're very proud of that accolade as well. We have 123 sites, soon to be 124 when we open our new motor serviceway area in Dunshaughlin. We list around 8,000 products within our business. And as Barra mentioned only a few minutes ago, the limited space. We don't have elastic shelves. We'd love them, but we don't have them. So we're constantly reviewing the ranges and seeing how we can get more out of the space that we have. And we invest around 30 million in the Irish market every year. And as I mentioned to you guys, is that Applegreen is very much on a journey. Joe is the first one to say, whenever we're trying to do something within Applegreen, we start in Dublin and we want to end up in Cork. So Cork is our North Star, and that should be where the end of your project is and what that should look like. So I'm up and down the road to Cork every single day within the business. Not physically, just metaphorically within all the projects that we're doing. And Applegreen, this is actually a picture of our Rathcoole store. So I'd hope you'd agree with me. So we are, and again, not to harp on too much about Joe, he'd love that, but is Joe would always have said that we are a food business that just happens to sell fuel. That's very much where we see ourselves. In Rathcoole here, you can see some of the food partners we work with. We also work with M&S within our stores. And we have our Braeburn Cafe as well. So we're very much see ourselves in being a journey. And what that looks like for us is, and we're very passionate about this isn't a catchphrase that's on the wall in the office or whatever. We live and breathe this. So we want to delight customers in transit with passionate hospitality and brands they love. That could be your brand. We see ourselves as really solid partners within the Irish business. And I think for us is that we are very much passionate about what we want to do, what we are doing, what we want to do, and the future of what Applegreen can be. To do that, and I know I'm here to talk to you today about, how you guys can be listed in our stores, or how does it work, how does it look like to work with us. I suppose to do that, I want to tell you about how we decide what we list in our stores and what the process may look like. We are very much customer driven, and I know everyone says that, but we're not customer aware, we're not customer focused. They drive every single decision that we make. So when we sit down and we think about a product, the first thing is we're not looking at rate of sale. The first thing we're looking at is this something that the customer wants? The tricky bit is that they probably don't know they want it before we decide that they do. So from a customer drive perspective, that's what we're looking for. We're looking for that passion, or whatever that may look like for the customer, whatever is going to make them part with some cash at the till. That's what we're looking for. So very much customer driven. The next thing is quality. You're getting a sneak peek. This is our new chicken fillet roll. Not available in Rathcoole yet, but it will be shortly. This is actually 100% Irish chicken. So for us is, we are very, and I've mentioned about the passion that we have. You're going to hear me talk about that a lot. Braeburn Cafe is another great example of this, whereas we are looking to be the best at what we can be. So we say we have the best coffee on the road. I categorically believe we do. I don't know if anybody's had a Braeburn coffee today, but for us is that we want to deliver excellence in every single thing we do. Quality is no exception. So for us, having the right quality in our products is something that we will stand over time and time again. We love a bit of new and shiny. So do our customers. So from an innovation point of view, that's something that we want to do. We love being first to market because our customers love something new. So for us to innovate, to have new product developed, either whether or not it's bespoke to Applegreen, obviously in the retail offering, that's a bit different. I also represent food service as well. So for us, we are trying to get new products to deliver on whatever that customer wants. So innovation is key to the success of what we have done and what we will continue to do in the future. If anyone doesn't know Joe's the guy that was pretending to dig something in khakis over there to the left. No intention of digging anything. Fiona Matthews is in the middle. She's our MD and Chief Commercial Officer. Sustainability, and this is a hard one for us. Obviously, I know I mentioned we're a food business that happens to sell fuel. We still do sell fuel, but for us is that we're passionate about sustainability. It's harder for us to do because we have obviously a big fuel business, but it doesn't mean we shy away from it. We are very passionate about provenance, making sure that we can keep our carbon footprint down in whatever shape or form that takes. So for us, having a sustainable message on our products isn't good enough. We want that, we live and breathe whatever that looks like. It's different in different categories and different businesses, but for us, we're very much passionate about that. So for just to, I suppose, recap, the thing that we have, our commitment is being customer driven, categorically, number one. That's the first thing we're going to look at. Quality, innovation, product development, and sustainability. That's our commitment. That's what we will deliver in every single product. Of those 8,000 that we list, that's something that we would be passionate about delivering to our customers. So if that's your commitment, and that's something that you feel your brand can deliver to our customers, then we should talk. There's different channels that we have. I mentioned that I look after food service as well. I'm going to bring you through a few elements of that now, but I suppose for us is we would categorically say ourselves as being good partners. We've a ways to go in very many ways, but that's what we want to do. We don't want suppliers. We want to partner with somebody, again, to get the product into the customer's hands. So we both have to be committed to delivering these 4 different things. And I know I joked a few minutes ago about who's been in Rathcoole or whatever, but I'd urge you, if you want to be listed in Applegreen, is visit our stores. Not one store, not 2, they're all different. So we do still have some petrol filling stations, and we do have very large motor service areas. So there's different mixes across the board. So for us is, if you want to be listed within our stores, get in, see who our customers are. They vary wildly, and they're all important to us. So I'd urge you to get in and see what we can offer. I'm going to give you a snippet of what we can do now. So Bakewell is our deli brand at the moment. We're actually redeveloping that now, and I was delighted to hear some of the brand process now. We're going through that pain currently. But for us is Bakewell, I mentioned 99% of our products that we sell within our Bakewell unit is 99% of those are Irish produced, which we're very passionate about. We're working on the 1%. We're just looking at the recipe. Again, back to the quality element of it is that we won't sacrifice quality or what the customer wants just to take that box. So that's what we're working on now. So Bakewell is something that is at the heart and soul of what we do. It's been in the business for literally donkey's years. So with that redevelopment and everything, we're looking at absolutely everything. And I actually just spoke to somebody this morning about a product that I'd be delighted to list within our stores. So I think it's really important for us that, back to the Dublin to Cork, we're on the journey. That'll always change. So we're passionate to hear about what you guys may have that could potentially sit within our Bakewell offering. I've mentioned about Braeburn Cafe. This is something that, we're, again, This is a new development for us over the last few years. We've 4 currently, so smaller MOQs, we're only delighted with those. We have obviously Braeburn Coffee, bakery, etc. So this is another channel that we are constantly developing. We're a bit more nimble in this one. We innovate a lot more here because it's smaller. So that's a fantastic opportunity. And then I'm going to mention our store. So we have Applegreen C stores. I mentioned the 123 sites. We currently have 23 M&S partnerships there. They're not M&S only stores. They're Applegreen stores that happen to have M&S in them. So for us is that we're still very much passionate about the brands that we deliver to our customers. There's ample opportunity there, bar the elastic shelves, which we never invested in. So one thing I'd say to you guys is, from channels that we have there, we have both food service in different channels, and we have our store as well in different areas. If they don't suit or there's something else, I'd still urge you to talk to us about it. There could be something we can do. We have our own DC, so it's one drop. We do have, we've a full buying team that's happy to support. We're FMCG, so it is fast moving. So for us is that if the product is right, as I mentioned, customer driven through and through. If it's the right product for our customers, we may take some convincing, but for us is that we're not adverse to a trial. We love those. And I mentioned the shiny new. So if there's something that you guys feel passionate about that we can actually deliver on and we can partner on, I'd urge you to talk. Now, the only thing I would say is that I wasn't as prepared as Emer or Barra. I didn't put my contact details up there. Andrea does have them. If I am not chatting to you guys, I am going to stay for lunch, but I have to head off afterwards. So if anybody does have that, you can ask Andrea for my contact details as well.